Everyone. Hello everyone. How are you all? I hope you all are doing great. So recently I got selected in TCS. So today I'm going to share my TCS selection journey, that how I started and how I landed with an offer from TCS. So let's get started. So first of all, let me introduce myself. Okay. So my name is Nimrat Kaur and currently I am pursuing B.Tech CSE from Guru Nanak Dev University from Amritsar. So I am in my fourth year, which is the final year, and my current CGPA is 9.24. So till the sixth semester, my CGPA is 9.24. So in today's video, I will be sharing the whole process of getting selected and TCS, that how I applied and what were the steps in the selection journey. So I will walk through the whole process so that you can also understand it better, the selection process at TCS. And I hope this video will really help you and it will give you the idea that what is the process. So I hope that this video will also be helpful to you so that you can get an idea that what the process looks like of having an offer from TCS. So let's get started. So so first of all, how I applied to TCS. So it was an on-campus placement. So TCS visited our campus and July, you can say, like on in the June end. So the TCS conducted the TCS NQT exam. Okay, so it was TCS NQT exam. Many of you know about this exam. So it was TCS NQT exam, which is National Qualifier Test. So it is a mandatory exam to sit in the placement process of TCS. So this exam was conducted in our department in our university by the TCS members. So the TCS team visited our campus with their fellows to conduct this exam. So I also gave this exam on in the July, I can say. So let me take you through the exam, that what this exam was and what was the structure, what was the pattern of this exam. So these were the sections in the TCS NQT exam. There were total four sections with two subsections. So first section was quantitative aptitude. So this was fully numerical section. Okay. There were the mathematical questions in this section. You have to solve that questions. So there were total 20 questions and you have to solve in 25 minutes. Okay. So the time was really short. You have to do better time management to solve the questions. So approximately 1 minute was given to each question, you can say. Then the next section was logical reasoning. So this was the number of questions was same as the quantitative aptitude. So logical reasoning was little bit easier than quantitative aptitude, I can say. So you will be able to solve the each question of logical reasoning. So then there was a verbal section. So this time the pattern of verbal has been changed. So earlier there were 25 questions of verbal and you have to solve in 20 minutes. But this time the pattern was completely changed. This time in verbal questions, there were, you can say, four paragraphs. Okay, so you have to recall the paragraph. There will be time for each paragraph to read, and then after that, you have to like recall the paragraph and write down the points you remember. So in this type, there were four paragraphs. Then there was one email writing. Okay, so an email was given that you have to write this in your mail. So there was one question of this, and then there were 20 fill in the blanks. Like there were some sentence and the one word from missing from this, and you have to just fill the blanks. And please remember that in this fill in the blanks there was 25 seconds for one question. Each question was timed. So 25 seconds were given for each question. So I remember then when I was attempting this section, my two or three questions were gone like this only. Like I was not able to fill the blanks because I don't know that 25 seconds for each question. So you have to remember that one question will take 25 seconds. You have to fill the answer in that 25 seconds. After 25 seconds, the question will be auto submitted and you cannot go backward to that question. So please keep this thing in your mind. Then after these three sections, there was advanced section. In the advanced section, there were two subsections. First was quant and logical, and the other was DSA questions. So in this quant plus logical, you will having MCQs and fill in the blanks type questions. Okay, so in this quant and logical, there were only MCQs, but in the advanced section, there was quant plus logical, and that were MCQs and fill in the blanks type questions. Okay, then there were two DSA questions. Okay, so one was easy level and the other was medium level. So the questions I remembered were, the easy questions was of like Fibonacci series, and the medium was some type of simulation problem. So these were kind easy. Okay, so you will be able to do them if you have enough practice on lead code. Like if you have solved the easy tagged problems on the lead code, then you will be able to solve these two questions. Okay, so in my test, my quant was not that strong, so I was not able to solve every question of quant because it was little difficult. The questions were mainly of data interpretation, then there were profit loss questions, there was interest questions, and yeah, these were the questions in quant, but that section was little difficult for me. But the logical and the verbal questions were doable. They were comparatively easy than quant. Okay, so in the advanced section, what I found that logical was bit easy. So the logical questions were very easy to solve for me, and similarly quant, I was not having strong grip, so I was not able to solve the quant questions, but logical I have handled easily. So remember that there is no negative marking. If there is no negative marking, then you can try to solve each and every question. So the questions which you will not be able to solve, just choose the an option from the MCQs. So because there is no negative marking, there is no risk of attempting all the questions. So I advise you to solve each and every question. The question you are not able to solve, just tick the option. Okay, so this was TCS NQT exam, and I have told, and also yeah, from the TSC questions, I was able to solve one question fully, like all the test cases were passed. But the second question, I don't know why, my output and their expected output, they were literally same, but still the test case was failing. I called the member of the team about this, that like this is happening, my output and the expected output is same, but still it is failing. So at that time, their team told me that it's okay, it may be a backend problem, you just submit it, we will check it later. But now I don't know that whether they have checked it or not, but this happened in my case. Okay, so this was all about TCS NQT exam. So if you are preparing for TCS NQT exam, follow YouTube videos, like many YouTube videos. Practice questions as much as you can, because the more you practice, the more you will be able to solve the questions in the exam. And also please practice by seeing at the clock, I can say. Please practice by handling the time pressure, because in the exam the time management is very much important. So whenever you are practicing questions, a question set your timer to 25 minutes and try to solve the 20 questions in that time. Okay, because you're practicing the question under the timer, you will be able to know that how much time you should spend on one question. Okay, so similarly you will be able to perform in the exam also. So this was the TCS NQT exam. So the results of this exam were announced in like 2 days, and after 2 days we were having our interviews. So what was my experience of the TCS interview? Okay, so in the interview there were three rounds. One was TR round, which was taken by technical person, it is technical round. Then was managerial round, which was taken by a manager, and then there was an HR round, which was taken by our HR. Okay, so from these three rounds, the main round is this, the TR round. So in the interview, your main focus should be on the technical round, that how you are performing in this technical round. So my first round was of technical. So when I went into the panel, the two persons were sitting there. That were, one was technical person and one was manager. So I went to the TR. So the first question TR asked me was introduction. So introduction is must in any interview. You must introduce yourself with full confidence, because your introduction plays a vital role in the interviews. it can evaluate your confidence through your introduction. So I have prepared my introduction very well. I have researched about the company and I have framed my introduction according to the company, that what the role was about and what the company is expecting from us. So I have framed my introduction on basis of that only. So I when interviewer asked me when TR asked me to introduce myself, I introduced myself with full confidence without stucking anywhere. So the TR stopped me in between and then she started to ask me questions. So firstly she asked me one DSA question. Okay, so that DSA questions of swapping two numbers. So I was not expecting this question because this is just a basic question, but she started to ask me that, can I ask you a DSA question? So I was like, yes, of course, you can ask me. So she told me to write a program for swapping two numbers. So firstly, I told her the first approach, which was using temp variable approach. So she was okay with that, but then she told me that without using temporary variable, how will we solving that? Then I told her the approach of addition subtraction. So she was satisfied with this approach, and then I told her that I can do this question with one more approach. Then she was like, which approach? Then I explained her the XOR approach. Okay, there is one XOR method also to solve this swapping problem. So I told her this solution also. Then she was bit satisfied, and then she again told me that, let me ask you one more DSA question. So it was related to some strings question. So replacement type question was there. So it was also easy level only. So I have also done that. Then she was screening my resume, and then she just asked me about my lead code profile, that your lead code profile seems good. Like, how are you practicing on lead code? What type of questions you solve there? Then she asked me about my CGPA, then the practices you do while maintaining your CGPA, like these questions. And then she moved to my project section. Then in the project section, she doesn't ask me deep questions, but just the normal questions like what technologies you have used, what tech stack you have used, and what your project is really doing. So this type of questions she asked me from the project section. Then she gave me one code and just told me to tell her that what will be the output of this code. So I just told her that, and yeah, this was it in my TR round. So I found the TR round to be very easy for me because the questions she asked me were a bit easy, and this was all she asked me in the TR round. So then I moved to the MR, which was sitting beside her. Then the MR was also listening to whole this conversation. And the first question MR asked me that, are you really interested in joining TCS? So it was, yes, of course, I am interested in joining TCS. So he asked me that why. So this is the expected question. So you will expect this question in every interview, that why you want to join TCS or any company for which you are interviewing. So he straightforward asked me that why you want to join TCS. So I have prepared for these type of questions also, that why TCS, why not other companies, like the normal behavioral or HR questions. So I told him that why I want to join TCS. Then the basic question which every MR will ask you in TCS is relocation. So in my uh, batch, every student was asked this question, that will you be able to relocate or are you willing to relocate? So this was the question everyone was asked. So I was also asked about relocation and I answer yes, that I am able to relocate. So then he asked me about the project, like what kind of project you want to take. So I was not familiar with the projects TCS works with. So I just answered that I am comfortable with any of the project you will give me. So yeah, MR was also only this, that MR was asking like HR type questions only. Why you want to join TCS? Are you willing to relocate? So higher studies plan, that if you are having any higher studies plan, like these things only. Then after MR, he told me to move to the HR. So HR was also sitting in the same room. So I went to HR. She was very sweet and she was very chill person. So she just asked me that, how was your TR and MR rounds? So how are you feeling about this? That how your interview went. So I told her that I am confident about my interview. It went good. So she just asked me one question, that what qualities do you have that you have not written in the resume. So I have told her that also. Then at last she told me to ask her any questions, that if I am having any question for her. So I would advise you that when any interviewer asks you that if you are having any questions for them, please don't say no, that no, I'm not having any question. Just ask them one or two questions. You can just ask them that what are the qualities you seek in the freshers, or what are the opportunities, what is the work culture there in your company, like these questions. You should ask them one or two questions. So this was HR round also. So in the same day, I was having all of my these three rounds. So I was pretty confident that my interviews went good and my result will be positive only. So in 1 or 2 days, we got the results and I got my name in the list of the selected candidates at TCS. So yeah, this was my TCS placement journey, that how I ended up with an offer at TCS. So I received an offer letter from the TCS within a week, and I accepted that offer letter because, yeah, why not? So this was it for this video. I have told you everything I went through the TCS selection journey. If you're watching till here, please like and also subscribe to my channel for more upcoming videos about the selection processes of other companies also. And if you are having any doubt, or if you want to ask me something, just comment down this video. I will surely answer your doubts or your questions. So thank you all for watching this video, and best of luck for your placement journey. Bye bye.